Hello. In this demonstration, I am going to show you how to create an Exchange ActiveSync mobile phone policy and then link that policy to a mail recipient. We're going to do this in the Exchange Management Console, which I already have running, and the next step is to expand the organization configuration. From here, click on Client Access. And when you're in Client Access, go to the tab that says Exchange ActiveSync Mailbox Policies. By default, there is always a ActiveSync policy present, but we're going to create an additional one that is a little more custom. To do this, right-click and then click on New Exchange ActiveSync Policy. We're going to give our mailbox policy a name. General mobile phone users. And there's a checkbox to allow non-provisionable devices or not. And what this means is allow a device to connect even if it will not support your policy. And I don't want that to happen, so I'm not going to check the box. But I will leave allow attachments to be downloaded to device. And I would like to require a password. And I do not want to allow a simple password. That's something like 1234. We'll put a minimum password length in of 4, and we will specify time without user input before password must be re-entered in minutes. So let's let a phone go without input for 10 minutes. And if that phone has been idle, the user will have to re-input their password. And let's have a password expiration of 60 days. And we'll enforce password history for 10 times. And then we can click on New and Finish, and we now have a general mobile phone users policy. If we right-click the policy and left-click on Properties, we have 6 tabs present. The first tab, General, is the name, and we could change the name if we'd like, or we could allow non-provisionable devices. The next tab is for password, and we could modify password settings if we'd like to change it after the fact. The Sync Settings tab allows you to define a maximum email size, or it allows HTML formatted email, or you can choose to allow attachments to be downloaded to the device or not. And if you do allow attachments, you can specify a maximum attachment size. Then on to the Device tab, you can now become specific in your policy for allowing various pieces or components of the phone to be used, such as removable storage, or the camera, or Wi-Fi, or infrared, or internet sharing, or allowing remote desktop, or desktop synchronization, or you could allow for Bluetooth, or you could disable it, or you specify it's hands-free only. Down here, it's special to note that the Device tab is only available if you have an Exchange Enterprise Client Access license for each of the user that you're going to apply this policy to. Then moving on to Device Applications, which also requires an Enterprise CAL. You can choose to allow the browser or not, allow consumer mail or not, that's Hotmail or Gmail. You could choose to allow unsigned applications or not, so let's not allow unsigned applications. Let's not allow unsigned installation packages. And then the other tab is also only available with the Exchange Enterprise CAL. This tab allows you to specifically allow applications or block applications if you want to be very granular in what your end users can do with their mobile phones. So we'll click OK, and we've created another policy, and now we need to link that policy to a user. In Exchange Management Console, if we go into Recipient Configuration and go to Mailbox, let's apply that policy to Bobby Rockstar. If I right-click Bobby Rockstar and left-click on Properties, then click on the Mailbox Features tab, and then go to the Exchange ActiveSync component and left-click on Properties, we can browse from the default policy to the policy we've just created. Click OK and click OK. And we've now just mandated that Bobby Rockstar has a different policy than the default policy. In Exchange 2010, you can actually click and highlight multiple users and apply the policy one time if you'd like. as a feature of Exchange 2010. So this concludes my presentation on how to create a custom policy and link it to a user for Exchange ActiveSync using Exchange 2010. This is BrickHouseLabs.com, and thank you for watching.